What's up everybody, Derek here, and today we are doing an awesome little experiment. I love doing these experiments underwater, whether it's lures and see how they act, or whether it's with water clarity in lures, or how things react underwater, or ways they look to help us all out as fishermen. Because I know a lot of these videos that I've done and the research and watching them back for me has actually helped me become a better fisherman, because I've learned that I want to mimic that bait that's down there in the underwater, make it look as realistic as possible. But some of the things that we use, we think are working great, but they're doing just the opposite of that, which is kind of surprising. And there are some surprising results that I came up with this particular fishing line experiment with Crappie, Ultralight Line, whatever you want to call it. We've got 4 types. We've got braid, we've got fluorocarbon, we've got monofilament, and we got high-vis line. So all 4 of these are what we all pretty much fish, and we can get from just about anywhere, Walmart for instance. But whenever we're looking at these lines, it's going to be the opposite of what the thumbnail is, because when we're looking out away, it's going to show up. So if you look to your far right, it's going to be Mr. Crappie, high-vis 6-pound line. Then it's going to be some Cast King monofilament 8-pound line, which still is high vis. And then we got some Saguar Fluoro 10-pound, Spider Wire 10-pound, Dura 4 braid, which is just regular moss green. And then we got Stren Crappie 6-pound mono high vis, which it is high vis, I would have to say. It is super bright yellow. And then we got some Berkeley Solutions 10-pound mono, which is just normal stuff you can get pretty much at Walmart. And then the last one, all the way on the left, is going to be Spider Wire Stealth Braid. So let's go ahead and start this video and go down underwater with all of these, and I'll kind of see what I'm seeing. And since this list is 7 of them, I'll kind of see what I'm seeing and which one is actually kind of showing out here. And let's drop this thing underwater. And I did it first where I wanted to kind of do a sky backdrop, and that Mr. Crappie is all the way on the right and the Spider Wire Stealth Braid all the way on the left. And what's interesting here is you see number 4 is the Spider Wire 10 braid, which is showing up probably the most with that skyline. But when it goes underwater, I would have to say that the Spider Wire Stealth Braid all the way on the left and that Stren Crappie 6-pound mono that is 2 over from that is showing up the most. Now, all of the other ones are kind of refracting, but the one that's doing really good right now is Berkeley Solutions 10-pound mono, which is the second one all the way on the left. Now, one that is almost virtually invisible is number 4, and well, is actually the fluorocarbon. The Saguar and the mono are both 10-pound, and they are the biggest lines in there, and they are showing up with virtually almost invisible. You can't even see the fluorocarbon. You can barely see the mono. But the high-vis stuff in that clear water, if you're going after black crappie or white crappie or anything like that, look at that. Look at that. Do you see that Stren Crappie 6-pound mono right there? When the sun hits it a certain way, it almost is like a strobe light, I've noticed. So if you watch it, it's the one that is 2 over from the far left. And it almost just kind of like is a strobe refracting that sunlight. That is so cool looking right there. So those high vis are high vis for us, but they just show up way too well. I would have to say that mono all around right now is looking to be the clear winner. So you guys decide on this and let me know in the comment section on this one. But it's kind of helping me. I've been fishing with that high vis line a lot lately. And I'm kind of starting to think that maybe if I don't use it, I might actually get more bites. And you know, in all actuality, that braid in the middle, which is Spider Wire 10-pound, is actually not that bad. Because it's super strong. Just that high vis stuff And that spider wire stealth braid, it's named stealth for a reason, but look at it. It's on the far, far left. It's showing up big time right there. Look at those little bass behind there. They're getting all curious. But look right here. You see that strobe light effect on that Stren crappie, 6-pound mono? If you've got some finicky crappie and you're fishing with that high vis line, and you're not getting as many bites, there could be a good reason right there if that sunlight is penetrating into the water in some decently clear water. And that is basically all you really need to see, because it shows the backdrop of the shaded areas up under that grass. It shows the highlighted sunny areas, and then it shows the backdrop of the actual sun. So whether those crappie are out away from the brush piles or they're in them, it kind of shows both aspects of what kind of fishing line would be showing up. And I think for me, with the kind of fishing that I do, ultralight and crappie fishing, I think I'm definitely going to be going with, oh goodness, probably that Berkley Solutions 10-pound mono. It's 10 pound. It's a little bit bigger of all of these lines, but it showed up less than the lines that are like 6-pound high vis. I mean, that's crazy to me. And I don't know about muddy water situations, if it's going to show up even more or if it's going to show up a little bit, or I just don't really know in that. But in this clear water situation, obviously fluoro and mono are the clear winners, with that spider wire 10-pound braid, moss green being the third place winner, I would have to say. I don't know. You guys decide. This video is for you guys to kind of see what these lines are doing underwater. It's kind of surprising for me, but anyways, if you like videos like this, let me know and I'll make some more of these, because I love seeing these little experiments underwater. And thanks for watching, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.